Politico quoted well-informed sources as saying that Ukraine wants the US to provide advanced Sentinel short-range surveillance radar systems to protect important infrastructure against Russian airstrikes in the winter. Experts assess that the Sentinel radar can help protect energy facilities and factories where Ukraine plans to manufacture its own weapons, but it is unlikely to change the situation of the ongoing counterattack. Previously, U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin visited Kyiv to meet with Ukrainian President Zelensky and Defense Minister Rustem Umerov. The head of the Pentagon announced the allocation of an additional military assistance package to Ukraine worth $100 million. The request for the Sentinel radar comes amid the West's apparent reluctance to send more advanced arms to the country, choosing instead to supply older weaponry. Although U.S. media has not provided detailed technical specifications of the Sentinel radar version that Ukraine wants from the U.S., many experts believe that it could be the ANMPQ-64 Sentinel radar. According to reports from Western media, the Russian army destroyed similar radars on the battlefield in Ukraine. The ANMPQ-64 is a 3D radar used to alert and cue short-range air defense weapons to the locations of hostile targets approaching their frontline forces. It is an X-band range-gated pulse Doppler radar system. Mounted on a tall platform, it can be positioned remotely from the rest of the unit, operated autonomously, and communicate with the fire direction center via a wideband fiber optic link. It can also distribute its data over a single radio network. The radar uses phase-frequency electronic scanning technology, forming sharp 3D pencil beams covering large surveillance and track volume. It uses a rotating platform with a high scan rate to provide 360-degree coverage. The radar is designed with high resistance to electronic countermeasures and anti-radiation missiles. It has a maximum range of 75 km and an effective range of 40 km. The radar can conduct continuous surveillance to detect, track, and identify enemy unmanned aerial vehicles, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, fixed-wing aircraft, and helicopters. According to assessments, the Sentinel radar can be integrated with the advanced air defense system such as NASAMS. In fact, the number of radar systems that Ukraine possesses is decreasing. They are trying to find alternative systems. In addition, Ukraine also wants additional equipment to detect Russian Zheran UAVs and cruise missiles. According to military experts, the challenges posed by the Sentinel radar are not much different from those the Russian military encountered during the conflict. Russia has detected and destroyed these radars before, so it has experience on how to deal with this type of target. There were also concerns in Kyiv that the upcoming winter could be tough due to Russian strikes on infrastructure. Ukraine's power plants, including those that support its military-industrial complex, have been among Russian targets since Kyiv's 2022 attack on the Crimean Bridge. Ukraine remains completely dependent on U.S. aid for the functioning of its civilian and military infrastructure. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told CNBC on Monday, calling it a critical priority. However, future U.S. aid for Kyiv appears to be doubted as Congress has not agreed on a funding package that satisfies both Republicans and Democrats. Last week, a bipartisan spending bill without money for Ukraine or Israel was agreed upon by U.S. lawmakers on both sides as a stopgap measure to keep government running through early 2024.